Blackiechainz football cast, we're here to light the fire. Spitting facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
What's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to another live episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And today it seems like it might be just a three-man crew today, so we'll see what happens here. But of course, we got some transfer portal updates to talk about, and then we'll talk about some standouts that have been going on in the All-American Bowl practices. And spoiler alert, USC is looking great. And then also we'll talk about some some re-signees or whatever that has been going on, and then we'll probably open it up to some calls here. So let's just go ahead and introduce the guys. Of course, to my right we got Mr. B Jones. How's it going, B Jones?
Blessed, man. Fight on.
Fight on. And then underneath us is Guns. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good. Fight on.
All right. So. Yeah, not too much news to go on, and no updates on the DC. So don't ask about it because none of us know about it. So it's all speculations at this point. And but yeah, so let's go ahead and just kind of let's talk about some people that have been standing out in the All-American Bowl. Is it the Under Armour All-American Bowl, right?
That's correct.
So. USC has quite a few players that are at this game here. Does anybody have a list? I can name some off the top of my head, but like we have Deshaun Rideau there, B-Lock, we have Luke Wafel. We also have Jamian.
Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on Jamian's last name. But Winfield, there you go. And so we've had some huge standouts going on in that game. Oh, and of course, Caden Dixon-Wyatt. And there's a lot of complaining little ducklings out there. So, but yeah, right now, he's probably performing the best, like maybe a 1B, I would say, compared to another player. But Luke Wafel, he's being basically touted as a day one starter or a huge contributor when it comes to coming off that edge. Because if you guys haven't seen some of his highlights, which I'm going to try to scour the internet for while everyone else is talking, but Luke Wafel is looking like a beast. So what are you guys' thoughts about what they've been saying about Luke Wafel, B. Jones?
Yeah, man. I told you guys after I saw the kid in person, I'm like, man, he's ready. He looks physically ready for this level of ball, man. So, sorry, what was that?
When did you see him in person?
Might have been. I'm not sure which game it was. I want to say the Michigan game.
Iowa game, maybe.
That was the rain game.
So I know he went to one of the later ones, I think.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, man. I can't remember, but yeah, man, I'm telling you, the kid's neck is about this big, man. You know what I mean? He looks like he's about a junior in college already, man. So, you know, seeing him doing what he's doing on the field right now, man, it doesn't really surprise me. I think he's definitely gonna be in the rotation this year, if nothing else.
All right. What about you? Guns?
Yeah, in terms of Luke, I mean, he's definitely, I think, one of the many freshman that's going to be in rotation and have an impact in this upcoming season. He was the MVP of day 2. Just bull rushing dudes left and right. There was a comment made that like they couldn't even practice because of how dominant he was doing. So it seemed like they had to like put him to the side so they could actually just practice. So yeah, he's just dominating. Definitely 5-star, legit dude. So excited to obviously have him.
All right, and then we have Mr. Raul Flores popping in finally here. How's it going, Raul?
Going good. Just stuck at work. I saw your comment, Christen. We don't get enough donations for me to do this full time yet. So, so if you're gonna take those type of comments, I'm gonna need you to start donating more. Then.
Speaking of donations here, shout outs to Christen for the $5 dono. Who do you
appreciate you, Christen, and
impactful player? All right, who do you predict to be the most impactful player next season out of the portal grabs this far? Give me NC State wide receiver. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna say Jontez Williams.
What about you, Guns?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Alex Van Sermon. That's how you pronounce the last name. Got experience in the D tackle area, right? So 22 stops this past year. I think he could definitely make an impact.
All right, and what about you, Raul? Who do you think out of the transfers that we have so far is going to be the most impactful ones?
I would say, yeah, it's got to be the cornerback, right? Like, at least you would assume him being that he's the top ranked cornerback in the portal. And as you guys know, we were in need of cornerback this past year. So I would say him because of that.
All right. And so Anthony James is saying the most impactful will be the cornerback. Yeah, like Jontez at this point, we're going to be having to it's tough because we're replacing D-Nick, but then we're also replacing two wide receivers that were our probably most effective wide receivers. So we definitely need someone to step up. So I can definitely see the NC State receiver being a big kind of a big get for us. So it really all depends where Corey Sims and where some of these where Luke Weaver, Trent Mosley, depends on how early on of an impact they can really make. But having that experience with the NC State guy and also Zacharias in there, so it really all depends. But yeah, so just some things that are being said about these players here that are in the All-American Bowl. So it's so Luke Wafel blows Jake Hildebrand off the ball and forces a quick throwaway by Corey Daly. Wafel with a sack, dominating so far, showing why he's the top-ranked prospect in attendance. And then who cares about Julian Walker? So, but yeah, like at this point, some of the videos that we've been seeing of both Jamian and Luke is just crazy. Like Luke is just literally picking the guys up and throwing them to the side, and it's insane. And a lot of people are comparing him to Brian Cushing. So, I mean, who knows? He could be the second coming from him. He's like mixed between, I'd say Brian Cushing and Porter Gustin. Like he has Porter Gustin's size, but probably Brian Cushing's intensity, I would say. But we kind of know why Brian Cushing's a little intense. But
you guys brought up Caden Dixon-White as well.
Yep, and all that. Or I brought him up, didn't really say what's been going on, but he's been cooking some ducks on the outside. So. But so, what are you guys' thoughts? Let's go into the offensive side here. So, what do you guys think about seeing KDW going out there and kind of like they have him like going man to man with a lot of these Duck or like just Oregon Duck players or whatever. So, what are your thoughts about KDW and what you've seen from him, Guns?
Yeah, I mean, for me, he's highly touted as well. I mean, obviously, you can say that pretty much with everyone in this class. Somebody that I think is definitely going to be in rotation this upcoming season. Made some crazy catches. Good battle against, like you said, the Oregon Duck kids. So it was nice to see that battle, and look forward to seeing him beating up some other Ducks in the future.
What about you, B. Jones?
Yeah, I mean, KDW is basically doing what we've seen him do his whole high school career. I mean, no difference, man. He played against high-level competition his whole career being at Mater Dei, so this is nothing new to him. But, yeah, he definitely looked dominant out there, man. Like he's nearly untouchable, man. So hopefully we get that when he comes here, man.
Yeah. What about you, Raul?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see him do his thing out there with, other All-American high school players. And I was reading that, he had a great catch yesterday, or the best catch of the night or something like that. I mean, he's displaying his frame, the 6'1" or 6'2", he's making himself known, so it's great to hear. And I'm not going to mention the other school, but, it's good to see that he's burning a lot of other, cornerbacks out there.
Yeah, so what they've been saying about Luke Wafel from Rivals, they're saying that Luke Wafel more than looks the part of the highest ranked prospect at the Navy All-American Bowl. Rivals number 4 overall prospect and top ranked edge has steady flashes of dominance during Tuesday's practice at around 6'5.5", 260 pounds, a muscular build with the very low body fat. Wafel looks like he was built in the lab. The Trojan signee is a twitched up, explosive athlete. He had a number of empathic wins during the one-on-one period, blowing the opposition offensive lineman off the snap for instant wins. Wafel continued to flash during the team period as he was the most active player along the defensive front. Overall, it was a very strong first day for the 5-star prospect. So those are some great words, and we'll go on to
Before you move on, BC, I just want to add, so I don't think you said it here, but I think they said he already has the frame of like an NFL player, not just necessarily a college player, but NFL players already, which is crazy because I did see the kid in person. The guy's huge.
Yep. And then moving on to Jamie and so Luke Wafel is on the East performer side. So I think he's the only one that we have on the East. Is that correct? I think so, because for the West performers, Jamie and Winfield, what they were saying about him during the morning's sessions, we only had one team period in order to see flashes of USC signee Jamie and Winfield. But after the break, it was his show entirely. During the run fit period, Winfield flew upfield and nearly took off all the ball carriers' heads on the first snap of the break. He was going full throttle once competitive period started and didn't step off the gas the entire second half of the practice. The 6'3", 325-pounder continued playing with his hair on fire during the one-on-one periods, flying off the ball and bullying through pass protectors. And then in the team period, Winfield knifed through gaps and fought double teams, making plenty of plays in the backfield. He was a player that got more and more dominant as the day went on during day one's practice. So definitely some high praise from him. We saw there's some clips of him going against former person that we were interested in from the offensive line with Malachi Lee, and it looked ugly for him. So what were your guys' thoughts on of Jamian's highlight clips, B. Jones?
That kid's going to be dominant. I mean, he's going to be a guy, man. I remember I said that same thing about Floyd Boucard last year. This guy's a bigger Floyd Boucard, in my opinion. So, I expect him to be an immediate impact guy for us, man. So, man, I can't say enough about Jamie Winfield. He's going to be a dog.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for him to to really step on onto the field. He's definitely going to be, I feel like, an instant impact player for USC, especially in that nose guard position. What about you, Guns?
Yeah, I totally agree. He's definitely going to have an impact. Just adds to this young core that we have in the D-line room. You can definitely tell why, the Texas schools try to get him, right? Dude is very talented, dominant, explosive. So, yeah, I'm excited to have him.
What about you, Raul? What's your thoughts?
I mean, just pretty much what everyone else said, dominant and going to be a force to be reckoned with here in these next 3 to 4 years at USC. I feel like he'll be in the rotation this year for sure. I think he'll, he's going to dominate here in the college level. And you can see that, he's dominating, top athletes as well at the All-American game. So excited to have him.
Yeah. And then moving on to, let's see here. Who's the next one? We'll go to Kate. Go ahead.
Man, sorry to cut you off, DC, but when you were reading, man, I think one of the reporters said he's consistently showing flashes.
Yeah, I think so.
How does that make sense? If you're consistently showing flashes of dominance, are they really flashes? Or you just,
I guess the flash is the fact that he just goes by so fast. Like,
I guess. All right. Okay, so they mean in a literal sense. All right, that makes sense.
All right, so next up is KDW, Caden Dixon-Wyatt. USC signee Caden Dixon-Wyatt was the most consistent pass catcher for the West team over Chris Henry Jr., by the way. The modern-day product was smooth, getting in and out of his routes, and generated consistent separation during the team period against Oregon players. I'm just adding that in there just to add that in. Dixon-Wyatt also stood out during one-on-ones, winning at every level of the field, catching the ball away from his frame and tracking the football downfield. He also showed the ability to win the underneath levels of the field after the catch, along with the ability to stretch the field vertically throughout day one practice. What are you guys' thoughts about KDW and all these the praises that he's been getting here? We'll start with Raul.
Regarding KDW?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, it's great to see him do his thing. Like B. Jones stated, he's been doing that here in the Trinity League for the past few years. So I'm not surprised he's dominating. So I'm glad we were able to flip him from Ohio State and that he's going to be a USC Trojan. I expect him to be, a USC, one of the USC wide receiver greats out here. I think he's that.
You cut out just a little bit here. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Just probably reception's not the greatest right now.
No worries. What about you, Guns? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd love to hear the praise from other people. Like, this guy's legit. Guy started, I believe it was freshman right off the bat. This was Raul's guy back in the day. I'm glad we got him for Raul and obviously us as well. But this is it's a legit game changer.
And you, B. Jones?
Yeah, man. He showed some physicality today too. I don't know if you guys saw all the clips, but there's one clip he was going up against an Oregon recruit, like you mentioned, and the corner was very, very handsy. You know what I mean? But Wyatt was very, able to hold him off and make the catch in the end zone, man. So it's good to see that. He has some physicality to his game as well.
Yeah, and if you saw, it was posted on I think Twitter, and there was a lot of excuses going on from some Peking Duck fans out there. But looking at these notes here from On3, I'm not seeing too much from the offensive line portion of it here, and because I definitely want to talk about Vlad D, but. Let's see here. me see if I can find. But Vlad D's definitely been a very. He's been one of the highlights when it comes to the offensive line. He has great feet. He has great power. But while I'm looking for some notes about him, what are you guys' thoughts about Vlad D, Guns?
Yeah, I mean, got a quick first step, I thought. Looked really good from a pass pro perspective. I thought he had a good rep against Winfield, right? We gave him his praise. And then obviously the next rep, Winfield kind of, gave it back to him, which is great to see in just that competition. I definitely see why the staff likes him. He's kind of got an edge to him a little bit. He was at one point I saw a clip like where he was just kind of like in the zone, like he just like kind of dancing and whatnot. Like he's kind of got that swagger. He's got that confidence to him, So he's a guy, definitely.
Okay, so here's what they're saying about Vlad D. So we got to figure out how to say his name. Dekanov? Iconov? That's, I mean, sure. But
it's Vlad D, man. Vlad D.
It's just Vlad D, bro.
Yeah, but you know they're gonna. It's gonna be fun hearing what they say, like on the commentators or whatever. They're gonna struggle with it. So, but Vlad D was clearly the top offensive lineman at the Wednesday, on Wednesday at the Navy All-American Bowl. The USC signees showed he's one of the most gifted athletes in what has been an overmatched group of offensive linemen. During the morning session, he showed excellent movement, skill, and body control in space and on screen passes. Vlad D has they just keep putting his last name there. I'm not like why. Vlad D has tremendous foot speed and awareness in space when asked to pull or climb to the second level. During the one-on-one sessions, Vlad has showed an encouraging anchor despite weighing in at around 275. His ability to utilize every pound of mass in order to sit down defenders who bull rush him is a positive indicator and advanced among the offensive line group. The NorCal product has impressed in every period and has had the strongest 2 days of practice along the offensive front for either team. So I'm glad he was not a package deal. So I'm glad we were able to deal him and not have him being moved over to another school here. So I'm glad that we were able to keep Vlad D committed to USC. So we did like this offensive line class that we have coming in is going to be crazy. Like Breck Koleje, like if you guys haven't seen any of his videos that's been going around, like that dude's going to be a beast as well. So
he's out there as well, right?
No, is he out there, Guns?
No, he went to a different All-American or a different game. Yeah, no, he's on campus now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hearing that, what are you guys' thoughts about Vlad D, Raul?
I mean, kind of what Gunn said. I mean, I'm not no O-line expert, but he looked nice out there. He has good size, so I can't wait to see him, develop, that size once he's back in here at USC, working with Coach True and then Coach Zach Hansen.
Accent works some great magic at home.
So, I'm excited for the future for the O-line as well. Like, Kenya Pepe, Brett Koleje, Vlad D, and I'm sure I'm forgetting others. I'm excited what the future holds for all of these kids, but specifically Brett Koleje. He seems like a great leader as well. So, nothing but great things that you hear about the kid.
Yeah, and Joe put in here. Jakeem, Winfield, and Wafel for the future D line is nasty, and
don't forget Floyd.
But see, what's crazy though? People are still like we were all
Tom
too.
Tom.
Like no one like Tom's definitely going to also be in there as well. So like as the great USCJ would say, the future is looking bright for this defensive line and offensive line. So just this team in general with how this 26 class is being recruited, like this is really set up for the future.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it, at least from what I'm seeing when it comes to
All right.
notes here. But do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about when it comes to these? What were you want to say, B. Jones? Is it
You
something?
guys ready to have some fun? You guys ready to have some fun?
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Boy, you acting like you got a choice. Give me a top portal. Do you even have the top portal class?
well, they're literally just stealing from Iowa State. So, granted, we got your top defensive back. So I don't know.
Defensive end, right?
No defensive back.
All right, you ready for another one?
Well, I'm saying that we stole from Iowa State because that's all they've been doing. I think they got players from Iowa State to go there. They got the backup quarterback from Iowa State to transfer to Penn State. Literally, he's just this is Iowa State 2.0 at this point.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is good for you. If you're happy to have 19 former players from Iowa State, good for you, man. I have bigger expectations than what Iowa State did this past year. So, the fan base, you can have them all, man. We're not complaining.
Yeah, like didn't Iowa State they were ranked for a little bit, and then they just kind of started getting their asses kicked. So I mean, if you want those players, go for it. That's fine. But
he says we're going South California hunting soon. I'm telling you, man. Tell me that you've never been out of your state without telling me you've never been out of your state. I can't stand when people say South California. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't even know. I know where South Central is at, but not South California. You're welcome to come to South Central if you want. I'll show you around if you want. Just let me know.
Go ahead and take some pictures too. Like, bring out your phone, start taking pictures, do whatever. Yeah, good.
All right, man. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program.
I mean, that was kind of fun. So he says he means south. What?
All right, Chris. All right, Chris.
But yeah. Anything else you guys want us to talk about for the All-American Bowl practice standouts before we move on to the transfer portal additions?
I would just say B-Lock was out there. You know, there wasn't much about him, obviously. He had I've seen a couple of plays. He almost had a pick, I think, against one of the quarterbacks. He's out there battling, doing his thing. So I hope he's enjoying the experience at the end of the day. I mean, this is just good for them to get around talented players and just connect with guys and build relationships. So
they've been showing a lot of Brandon Arrington when it comes to the DBs, which
he been giving
Chris Henry
some work over there, man.
He's been like, I feel like that's been a 50-50 thing between them. So, I mean, maybe Brandon Harrington is not just a track guy. But let's move on to the transfer portal additions here. USC has, despite having no real defensive coordinator, we've had some transfer portal additions on the defensive side of it. Guns, go ahead and introduce the new transfers from the transfer.
For the defense, we have 6 total. So the first one was obviously Carrington Pierce that we talked about in the past. Brother of Christian Pierce, played in JUCO, went to Oklahoma State, didn't play because of the whole head coach situation. So but we got Zariah Fisher, edge player from Penn State. 22, 23-year-old kid, which I guess they didn't want. Graded actually, I think pretty well. In high 60s, low 70s. He's going to be like a 7th-year guy. He's had two knee injuries. I saw that he's would be one of the best win rate percentages on pass rushing snaps on our team. So I mean, he's obviously not finishing the plays, but he's beating these tackles and almost getting these sacks, obviously. So if we can, try to develop that into finishing plays, I think this can be a very underrated addition to our team. Another defensive guy, Alex Van Summeren, a defensive tackle out of Michigan State. This was the secret visitor if you were following on the boards and Twitter and whatnot. This is somebody that we kind of kept low key. Some other kind of unrated teams like Oklahoma were looking at him, and this is somebody that he's not going to be flashy. He's just going to do his thing. He's going to get the stops. He's going to go after whoever's got the ball, and I'm excited about what he can do and give experience to these young guys that we talked about earlier. Devin Bryant, linebacker as well. We talked about him in the past, right? He's a run-stopping linebacker, thumper. St. John Bosco kid, excited him to come back home. And then we talked about as well on the defensive side, John Tez Williams, big-time corner, top corner in the portal. Got 5 interceptions in his career. Obviously, he's going to be coming off that knee injury, but dude's a stud when healthy. So,
yeah. And the one thing about Alex Van Summeren,
yeah,
I don't know what's worse, Vlad D's name or his name. I don't know. But
Alex V.
from what Alex V. From what I saw, I think is he's only missed 1 tackle his whole career at Michigan State, and from what I've heard, that the Michigan State fan base is a little upset that he is gone. So,
Absolutely.
so that's exactly what we want to hear. That he's only missed 1 tackle his whole time there, and this is kind of a reunion between him and Sean Nua, because I guess Sean recruited him when Sean was at Michigan, so this is a reunion. So that kind of also kind of lets you know kind of where this defensive staff is kind of at right now. So take that with what you will. But yeah, and you talked about you talked about what is it? Terrell Anderson, right?
Terrell Anderson, I wasn't going to mention him yet. But yeah, we got Terrell Anderson as well, wide receiver for NC State. Got experience, runs good routes in my opinion. 6'2", 192. Can definitely give some experience to this young group that we're going to have.
Yeah. All right, and is that's pretty much it, correct?
Yeah, just 6 right now. There was Scott mentioned from On3 that the number was 11. I don't know. Kind of to me indicates that maybe the number has changed. But yeah, it sounds like we were thinking 10. So there definitely is going to be probably more in the near future. With visits and whatnot. We are looking at another wide receiver, Jelani Watkins. Doesn't have crazy experience, but he's just a talented kid, man. 5'10". He's a speedster. Killed it in track. So I'm thinking this is just somebody that they can, come in and see what they can do with our wide receiver group. I know he's a returner as well, so maybe that's kind of what they're looking at as well. I mean, we're always going to have options in the returning game. But this is just a talented kid and somebody I think is worth the shot on quote unquote gambling, if you want to call it that way. So interested to see what happens. There's other schools obviously he's going to take visits with, but he should be taking a visit this week. I haven't seen an official date, but we'll be one of the suitors.
So Christen in here says with Williams pulling a Ragland with UW, do long streets hit the portal and head to UW. So from what I understand, there is a quarterback that's going to be visiting UW here pretty soon. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Do you remember who that is, Guns?
It was Missouri's quarterback. Yeah, it's Bo.
Oh yeah, Bo.
Yeah, something.
I thought.
But yeah, Missouri quarterback. But they're also looking at others. I just kind of find the whole situation a little bit interesting, where they like I get both sides of the house, but like it's pretty interesting that they don't want to they're not going to put his name in, but they're going to go look at other quarterbacks. It's just like at the end of the day, they know the guy's not going to come back. So I mean,
we could talk about that a little bit later.
Right, yeah,
I think that's a good kind of conversation to have with what's going on now. But what are you guys' thoughts about the transfer portal guys that are coming in? B. Jones.
Yeah, man. Van Summeren, right? Am I saying that right? Van Summeren?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll roll with that. Yeah, he looks like a guy who's going to, he reminds me of Gavin Meyer, a better Gavin Meyer. If that makes sense. No offense to Gavin.
Absolutely.
But if that makes sense at all. But
is it because he's
anyway, you will go there.
I didn't say it.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
You just assumed that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, man, very scrappy dude, man. See, when he played us, man, he had a pretty good game. So, he's gonna carry that over here. Very experienced. We got a lot of young guys in the defensive line room. So yeah, man, that's gonna work out great for us. I do have to pose a question for you guys and the chat. Guns probably already knows what it is. There's a name that entered the transfer portal today that all of us are familiar with.
Malachi Nelson?
Yes, him too. But I want to know, man, if you guys would take him or not.
Wait! Don't say it yet. Let me get a poll really quick.
Okay.
I definitely want to see what. So if you're watching on Twitter or if you're watching wherever, definitely come in to the to YouTube side here because there's going to be a poll and it should be interesting to see what people think about this one here. Let's see. Should USC pursue? Say it. Let's see.
USC pursue who?
All right. Go ahead and say it, B. Jones.
With 1 year of eligibility left, which no one really knows how he still has that 1 year, but Mr. Justin Flo. Would you guys take Justin Flo?
I spelled pursue wrong. Sorry. I know someone's going to point that out in the chat, but
you know who it's going to be.
Christen. Should USC pursue Justin Flo?
I didn't pay much attention to him. How did he do at UNLV?
That's what I'm going to try to pull up here. Let's see. Justin Flo stats UNLV. That's where he was at before?
Yeah, he was this past year.
He only had 84 snaps.
Yeah.
Probably not then.
He had three. Yeah. He had 9 solo tackles.
84 snaps. Nah. If he couldn't make it at UNLV, he shouldn't be making it here then.
But at Arizona, he had 45 total tackles, 31 assists, and 14 solos. And the year before that, he had 21 assists and 14 solo tackles too. So there's that experience though.
Yeah, we don't just need experience; we need some production as well.
That's production too.
That's not.
I would say just outside of the snaps and everything, it just seems like he does like to miss tackles. On average, he's missed about 17%.
I don't think anybody likes.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would say. I mean, the guy's a head case in a good way. I don't mean it to sound wrong. Like the guy is fiery. He'll attack somebody, right? He wants to take someone's head off, right? I think that's what you want as a linebacker. So I definitely understand the question. So
is he a worse Vontaze Perfect?
That's a good question. Yeah,
well,
I would say yeah.
I just don't think it would hurt.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
So right now, out of 7 votes, all say no.
Damn.
He said you needed hell. No,
Come
I
on,
don't see how it would hurt.
there has to be someone that says yes. And if you do say yes, let us know why. And if you say no, let us know why. Because like we need the linebacker. He could.
Like I said, we need actual good production.
Okay. Does he fit our needs?
No, we need production.
Is that he's gonna stick with that? Is that it?
Hey, we didn't produce, man. Like,
Does his play style fit our need? I'm not saying I want him or not. I'm asking.
Does it fit our need? Like, we need a linebacker?
Yes.
I mean, is there other linebackers in the portal?
Does his style of play fit our need?
All right, how about this? Would you take him, B. Jones? I'm gonna ask you the question. Would you take him?
You said what?
Would you take him?
I consider. Just because it wouldn't hurt. I wouldn't guarantee him nothing. You got to compete like everybody else.
And he probably wants to come back to California.
Right.
Honestly, though, I wouldn't take him.
I mean, you offer him a walk-on spot for sure.
Can you offer transfer portal people walk-ons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically, not to go ahead, this Damon situation, he could be a walk-on if it happens. So, yeah.
Christen said Flo is a month away from being AARP qualified. He's been in college over a decade, and yet DJ Wingfield could not play.
Right. Yes.
And just so you know, Chris, Flo is in the same class as Uriah Fisher. So just pointing it out there. He's we are open to taking these 7-year guys. So
hey, I mean, experience matters, man.
See? Like his age and wisdom can help. No. What? Flo? You hit
for real.
Probably. Oh wow, there is one vote that says yes to get Justin Flo.
That was probably B. Jones hopping into his YouTube and saying, "All right, let's get yes on it."
I would have passed him. But yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and move on. Unless anyone else has anything to say about this, the transfer portal additions. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about some notable players that have re-signed with USC, and one that people have been kind of looking forward to, Carson Tabarachi. Sorry, I love you, Carson, but Jide Abasari has been re-signed, and that's one that people have been looking for. There's still a few that haven't re-signed yet, and it's a little concerning. For one of them, I feel like and the other, like, I feel like is 50-50 that he's going to re-sign or not. But what are you guys' thoughts about Jide re-signing and some of the players? Like, I'm trying to find the list of who hasn't re-signed, but what are you guys' thoughts about Jide finally re-signing?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big one, man. The kid he's going to be a guy this year. I told you, the third year is always when guys really explode, man. He showed a lot of flashes this past season. And since he stepped on campus, man, the first time we saw him as a freshman, we knew he was going to be a guy. And I think this upcoming year, man, it all comes together, and he's going to play himself into the NFL. Yeah. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves after this year.
Oh, okay. What about you, Guns?
Yeah, I think this is a big signing. I mean, this is somebody that, some murmurs were kind of out there a little bit with him. I'm glad we got it done. This guy's, like you said, guy from Minnesota, came in late, right? It was kind of a late addition in this recruiting class, if I remember correctly. And he's just kind of a steady guy. Had 17 stops. Only missed 2 tackles this past year. Over 400 snaps. So I think that's great to see. Again, he really had one bad game. This guy's definitely going to lead this young group. So big addition for us.
Yeah, we definitely need his leadership on that defensive line now that Tompkins is gone all the way across to Alabama, of all places. But yeah, what about you, Raul?
Yeah, I'm glad he's going to be playing for future defensive coordinator, Coach Henny. So
don't put that out there.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah,
I said it. All right.
Hi, chat.
All right, guys. All right, I'm just trolling here. I'm just, huge because, like, Guns. What happened?
They're going to clip that and they're going to post it all around saying Raul said this from the Light the Torch podcast.
That's fine. And whenever
sources.
When we make the playoffs, I'm gonna be like, yeah, Raul said it first.
Damn right.
But jokes aside, it's good to have him back. I mean, because there were rumors that he potentially was a candidate to enter the portal and leave. So I'm glad we re-signed him. And he's still a young kid. I mean, I think somebody posted on here that he's only 19 still. So
yeah,
he's only gonna get better. Just this whole offseason with Coach True. And I'm excited what that jump that he makes from year 2 to year 3.
So there's 4 players right now that have not re-signed. Hassan Longstreet for the offense and Caden Chittenden or whatever, the kicker. He hasn't re-signed, but he could stay still. You never know. But then on the defense, Tamari Robinson and also Alex Graham. So there's 4 players that have not re-signed back with USC. So what are you guys' thoughts about that? What, do you think we'll see it by the end of this week? Or what are you guys' thoughts of when we might re-sign these players? B. Jones?
Yeah, I think we'll see maybe a couple more before the week's over. It usually takes a few days for names to get announced in the portal, and we haven't heard any of those names as of yet. So I'm assuming some announcements will be made later on in this week.
Guns?
Yeah, I do hope we definitely get some news this week. Obviously, like everyone knows, the 16th is the deadline to have them in. But yeah, definitely Graham is I'd say the biggest one. Obviously, we want Longstreet as well, with the situation going on there. But Graham's the big one, definitely.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about Tucson. Yeah, as far as that goes, man, listen, I already said I gave my advice to the Longstreet family. I just got to be honest, man. It just doesn't make sense to leave Lincoln Riley if you're a quarterback.
Yeah. And see, the thing about it, though, the worry, the thing that's worrisome about this is his brother has entered the transfer portal. Kevin Longstreet has entered the portal. The safety that transferred from Texas A&M has put into the transfer portal, and there's rumors that he has mentioned to Lincoln Riley that they're considering the portal. And the whole situation that's been going on with Washington has been sparking a lot of noise that he might transfer to Washington, which in all essence is a good place to land, especially since Damon Williams is clearly not going to come back, regardless of what the whole contract situation is coming back. Like, you can't have him start unless he apologizes to the team openly and say, I'm sorry, that was a dumb move, blah, 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 and goes through some hazing process. At this point, the team morale with him is just completely gone, I feel like. So they could look at DJ Lagway, and they could also look at Guns' favorite quarterback, Great Value Mahomes.
There's a lot of options at quarterback in the transfer portal. That's the only thing. He's got a lot of competition to go up against, and a lot of guys with experience, proven experience at the college level already.
Yeah, and I don't mean to bring this up, but Dante Moore, he did the right thing. He sat behind someone and learned from them, and he's projected as a first-round draft pick now because he learned from a relatively credible quarterbacks coach. Relatively credible. But then when you talk about Lincoln Riley, who has not two quarterbacks that are in the playoffs, but one quarterback that's in the playoffs right now, and like 5 different quarterbacks that have been started in the NFL.
Super Bowl winner one last year.
Yeah, Super Bowl winner with Jalen Hurts. Granted, he didn't win the Heisman and he didn't go number 1 overall. He's still a very good quarterback in the NFL. Good enough to win a Super Bowl. So, and I mentioned it. Take notes from Malachi Nelson. Take notes from Spencer Rattler. Granted, Spencer Rattler has played in the NFL, but he could have probably gotten better if he stayed with Lincoln Riley to develop. Granted, he probably would not have started over Caleb after a while, but still, that kind of exposure, that coaching helps out regardless.
Not only that, DC, look at the guys who decided not to roll with Lincoln Riley when Lincoln was putting all his chips into one basket with these quarterbacks. How did they do? How's their development? You know, I mean, the case study is there, man.
Yeah, and look at Caleb. He's the franchise leader of passing at the Bears. His second year there. Granted, it's kind of not that hard when the Bears have been garbage at quarterback, but still.
But kind of like what B. Jones stated earlier, there's a lot of experienced quarterbacks ahead of him. He might have 4 years of eligibility left, but these teams that are looking for quarterbacks in the portal, they usually are looking for guys with experience already that can start right away. And Hussein, I'm nobody to tell him what he can or cannot do, but I mean, it's just from what I remember seeing in the spring game to when he came out of high school, it seems like he can definitely still use some time to develop and improve his mental side of the game, because obviously he has all the tools to be a great quarterback, but if he can really just be patient and develop that mental side of the game, he can be elite.
Yeah.
And so he just needs to, hopefully they realize that and they don't go for a quick back in terms of they might get a better NIL offer with another school, but if he stays with Lincoln Riley and he has confidence in himself, when I believe he can be the next quarterback that starts for USC if he stays here, he can make millions when he gets into the league.
And in all honesty, it's not about the NIL. He wants to start. He wants quick playing time right now, and that's the situation. That's why it's scary for him to go to Washington, because he has that potential at that point. He's not going to get a better NIL deal at Washington. So if that is a potential spot, there's been no word about that. It's just what people are saying on the internet. But it's just people who are chasing early playing time without getting fully developed is a recipe for disaster. Look at Malachi Nelson. I'm sorry. I'm sure he's a good kid. I'm sure Makai Lemon, him, are great friends. It's just he didn't get up. Bro, chill. But he chased it at Boise State, and then someone that's been there, that's developed in the system, got the starting position, and then he tried to chase it at UTEP, and he got the starting position for a little bit, but then he wasn't developed enough. and he got benched, and now he's in the portal again. And a guy who's been bouncing around, and it's really hard for them to kind of really get that development. And then you're learning a new playbook over and over again. What are your chances at that point? So I don't think it's NIL related. It's more just early playing time, and he's betting on himself, which I don't blame him. But history speaks for itself. All right. Anything else we want to say about the re-signees and the people who haven't re-signed yet? I have a question for you, actually. What do you think is the most important one to re-sign? If we had to pick one or the other for when it comes to Alex Graham versus Hassan Longstreet. It sucks to have to pick, but I'm putting you guys on the spot for this one. B. Jones.
Yeah, why are you going to do this, bro? All right. If I had to pick, I'm just be honest, man, we're never going to be hurting for a quarterback. And Jonas Williams is a bad boy, man, and he looks very Caleb-esque. You know what I'm saying? And that, I don't know if that has anything to do with Hassan considering. You know what I'm saying? But I'm comfortable having Jonas Williams as a backup. So for me, it's Alex Graham.
All right. Guns. Spotlight's on you.
Yeah, Graham's the more important one.
Roll. I think I already know this one, but it's whatever.
What's my answer then? Let's see.
Graham, easily.
No, not quite.
Oh my God. He's just doing this to spite me.
No, I'm not. I was actually gonna go. Like, if you look at it like black and white, you would go Graham, right? But like, you don't know what can happen in the season with Maava. God forbid he has an injury. And knock on wood, he doesn't. But I've always said it, like a freshman, a true freshman quarterback, that jump from high school to college, it's a huge difference. And even though they might be, elite at the high school level, it takes time to develop, that's or to get used to that speed. And I feel like
Williams.
We're in a better spot with Hassan as a backup. So I would say Hassan.
I mean, Caleb Williams is kind of disproved that. So like he started early. Granted, it was like midway through the season.
I don't think he was a true freshman though, right?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so here's my thing, right?
Was he?
True freshman.
So check this out. The whole thing is, well, I won't say the whole thing is, but I'm hearing that they want a fair shot at starting next year.
Mm-hmm.
Does Lincoln not have a track record of switching quarterbacks in the middle of the season if he feels one is not getting the job done?
Yeah.
Or one is better than the other?
Spencer Rattler was a 2-year starter at the time, wasn't he? A 2-year starter?
And Heisman candidate and everything.
Yeah.
Not candidate, but watch list guy. You know what I mean? He's on Heisman watch. Everything.
Yeah, and next man up mentality. Like you can't just be looking for the easy start. You gotta look for the start or your opportunity. You gotta practice like you're gonna be a starter. You gotta because you never know what's gonna happen. Anything can happen.
Nobody's gonna give it to you, man. You gotta go take it. You gotta take the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like the players that are in the portal right now that it'll be hard to really beat out is because they all have tape. They all have proven track records of being a good quarterback, and we've seen you in 3 games at most, I think, this year. I'm sorry, but you need to trust the process. The process works. Jaden's going to be a first-round pick next year. He's going to make another huge leap. No, everyone was counting him out. Ken.
Oh wow.
Yes, and a lot of people were counting Jaden out. Like no one really thought he was going to be that guy, and look what he did. He was one of the highest rated quarterbacks in the quarterback ratings or whatever. He had a great season for us. There was a lot of things that worked out of him. Sure, people say, "Oh, that's old Jaden," but still, like I would easily take this year's Jaden over last year's Jaden. Like. No, like it's literally night and day for who we saw last year to who we saw this year. Okay, whatever.
Point, man. It's only because BC said it, man. So
yeah, like I think he has something against Asians or something. I don't know. I said it. Always calling me out. So you know what? I'm going to start calling you out, Christen. Stop there, man. I'm done with that. But all right. Oh wow, we've been doing this for an hour already. Okay. Anything else we want to talk about when it comes to the re-signees? Because there's one more thing that I want to mention here before we get out of here. All right. Well, moving on, we've had I don't have something up for this here, but freshmen have been moving in. The early enrollees have moved in. As you guys probably saw from our last stream with Tron, the 3 OGs, they're moving in. There was a quick little video about it with Jonas Williams. He was the first one that you saw in that video of him moving in. So, it's great to see that these guys are going to be in here. I don't know how many are in right now. We know that B-Lock is in the All-American Bowl right now, but he'll be moving in on the 10th, I think he said. So he's not too far out. But what are you guys' thoughts? How many people, Guns, do you know how many people we have early enrollees right now?
Right now, I think it'd be, everyone except for the All-American game, and then not including Malik Brooks, Booby Feaster, and I think the third one was Roderick, the wide receiver at Louisiana, I think was the third guy. So, yeah, we should be seeing about 32 guys, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah, and Brett Collier, he was talking about how this is a separate video that he's going to be starting at the very bottom of the food chain, but he's going to work his way up. And, like, I have a feeling like I could see him getting in early. Like, Brett Collier just seems like that type of guy. So if you haven't seen his videos, definitely look them up on Twitter. You'll definitely see him. He has that mentality that of an offensive lineman. Like that's offensive lineman speak that he's been doing right now. But of course, Christen, it's all what I did. It's all about me. What I've done to you. Blah blah blah. I'm the one that posts all.
What is he talking about, man?
Like, okay, BC, y'all just ignored all my messages, but about B Jones and him saying he told us about players when it was Guns that said it. I sent it 5 times. Okay, so my thing is, B Jones has the ability to show these comments too. It's not just me.
Wow.
He's just throwing it.
Wow.
Yes. No, I am. Because I'm tired of being attacked. There's 2 people who have control over this. Me and B Jones. So it's not just me that doesn't see it. I post your donations up. I read your donations out. So like you're welcome. I can ignore those, but I don't.
You see him trying to start stuff, Guns? You trying to start something between us, man?
He is. Yeah.
Hey, I gotta defend myself because I'm having my thing dragged through the mud over here.
Sorry, man. He just mad because everyone knows that Brian Jenkins is the real reason why everyone watching 4th and 9. So,
I thought you were talking about that. I thought you were talking about my fantasy league. Like Tyler always seems to bring up for some reason. Yeah. Anything else we want to say before we get out of here? Anything else you want to say, Christen?
Yeah, I want to say something real quick. I mean, it was, just cool to see that little short clip of the guys enrolling, right? Have Sean, Luke Weaver, Jonas.
Yep.
Gavin posted a picture of some of the guys as well. It's great to see that these guys are finally getting on campus, man. They're going to start their program and the weight room, classes in the near future, nutrition, all that fun stuff. Hope they just enjoy the process at the end of the day, man. It's you only go to college once. I mean, personally, I've had some regrets. I wish I could go back, but just enjoy it.
Yeah, Tron looked like he was super excited to be on campus.
Absolutely, yes.
So, yeah, these players are definitely here for USC. So, I'm pretty excited for their excitement to bring USC back.
Yeah, I just want to say something else too, Gun. Since you're going to the Fiesta Bowl, I need you to wear that USC jersey, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be wearing.
Yeah, no, man, I'm not taking that, man. You got to take a USC jersey.
Oh man, you gotta do it.
Dude. That's
Gotta
my
do it,
biggest pet peeve is seeing people at a sporting event and you're wearing a jersey that's not the team playing.
You know what's my biggest pet peeve? You go
Last
visit. Well, my biggest pet peeve is somebody that
Not
roots for a certain
support-
team and
yeah.
can't take their own
Yeah,
jersey.
someone with their squad. Yeah, okay, you want
No,
to go?
dude,
So
if anything, I'll wear my USC hat. How about that? But I ain't wearing no jersey. All
All right, take the USC hat then. I already told you.
as long as you represent, man.
Wait, what game is it?
Ole Miss, Miami. I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah.
So,
I'll be excited.
okay, what if it was Indiana and Oregon? Would you wear USC to that one?
Not the jersey, no. I'm telling you, it's like a pet peeve of mine, VC, where it gets on my nerves. Like I'd be at baseball games and I see some guy with like a Detroit Tigers jersey, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, your team's not even near here. Like, come on. Like, it really just irks me, guys. I'm really sorry. It's just, gets on my nerves. Just saying.
I think you got that LeBron mentality. That's why.
Damn, those are fighting words.
That's the go, dude. I appreciate that. That's actually I
Stop it. Get some help.
Well, see,
No call-ins today.
But see, Raul, I don't think you should talk either. You gave up on the Raiders just because of fans.
Yeah, fucking dislike fucking Oregon fans. I'll tell them in their face.
Yeah, but like how long have you been rooting for Oregon? Not Oregon, the Raiders.
Too long.
So and it just takes some Oregon fans saying "Go Raiders," and that's all.
I was done. I was done, man. I was done. I was like, I don't want to associate myself with these fucking fans.
Wow, that sounds a little racist there, but.
How is that racist? I said I dislike them. I was clear about it. I said I don't.
Where did B. Jones go?
You had enough. You had enough of your crap, BC. No, but yeah. I mean, we'll see. The Raiders are a mess right now.
Hey, well, they might get John Harbaugh.
We'll see. But yeah, I mean,
come back if they got John Harbaugh.
Said like we'll see.
But all right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. No, Christen, not letting that happen right now. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll be back on Sunday. Hopefully, we hear some more information going on with the DC. But don't get your hopes up. But yeah, we'll go and get out of here. B. Jones, he's wishing you all well as well. I don't know where he went, but until next time, guys, keep the torch burning bright. As always, fight on.
Fight on.